Hello, my dear Facebookers. Give me one moment while I share this out. How y'all doing? How was your weekend? My weekend was kind of eventful for what's been happening. I got a new phone. Been working it out with the home workouts. Okay. Okay, so we are all shared out on Facebook. Let's go to Instagram. I had to live. So yeah, I have been listening to the Maxwell station all day. Hi! And Maxwell station had me feeling all kinds of good, y'all. He's got an amazing voice. Let me turn this volume down before YouTube and Facebook talking about I'm violating copyrights. No one has time. Hey, Instagram. My friends on Facebook, please let me know where you're joining from. What's the title of this? The devil is in the... Hi, Miss Key. Is in the copy. Right. Okay. So we've got our titles in. Come on, man. Pin comment. All right. So we are on Facebook and Instagram. Facebookers, please say hi so I know who's here and I can say hi to you directly. You know, Facebook won't tell me who's on if you just pop on. Y'all got to say hi to me first. And I like saying hi to you. So let your girl know where you're joining from. We got Ms. Key over in Instagram land joining us. Thank you, my dear, for your presence. We've got some fun stories today. I have actually a fair amount of stories built up from Friday. I don't know if we're going to get to all of them today, but whatever we don't get to today, we will, of course, cover tomorrow through Thursday. Yeah. Ooh, news, guys, Wednesday, I'm before the show. So, you know, the show is at 8 o'clock, Monday through Thursday. Wednesday night at 7 p.m., I'm going to be interviewed on, on the account Get Wealthy Wednesdays. I'm going to be interviewed by, his handle is IMF Brandon. I know Miss Brandon. We've met in person. He's a great guy. And he wanted to interview me for Get Wealthy Wednesdays. So if you guys follow the Instagram account Get Wealthy Wednesdays, I'm going to be on there at 7 o'clock before the show starts. Come support your girl, you know. All right. So we are going to get started in about 4 minutes. While we do that, I want to know, tell me something good that happened to y'all this weekend. Anything. Like, I don't care how big, how small it is. Is that gray or is that like, okay. Yes. So this weekend for me, the good thing that happened for me, I got a new phone, which I was in need of. What else happened? Excuse me. Oh, my apologies, guys. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I have to put Do Not Disturb on my phone so nobody calls me during the broadcast. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we are getting started in 3 minutes. Yeah. Hi, them Carter boys, mama. How you doing? Thank you for joining. I'm very excited about today, guys. Guys, today we have stories about a preacher a televangelist, Amazon. Um, those of you who have Alexa might want to hear this story. We got a Disney story, and the last two I'm not gonna mention because I'm not sure we're gonna have time to get to them. So if we have time to get to them, then I'll mention them. But we're definitely getting to the preacher story, the Amazon story, and the Disney story. Oh no, I just got a case of the hiccups, guys. Ooh, let me do some deep breathing. Perfect. One of the easiest ways to get rid of hiccups is to change up your breathing pattern. So what I like to do is just draw in a very, very long breath, to the point that it's almost uncomfortable, and then let it out slowly. And that usually helps. So hope that helps somebody out there. All right, we are getting started in just 2 minutes. 2 minutes, y'all. Yes. Oh, other good news, guys. My birthday is in 1 week and 1 day. I am very excited. My birthday is on the 26th. It's on a Tuesday. So since I can't go out for my birthday because my state, or at least my county, is still closed down, y'all want to help me celebrate on my birthday? Let me know. We can have drinks, cake. Well, I don't eat cake, so. But, we can have ice cream. All right, we are getting started in just 1 minute. 1 minute, my dear ones. Yes, 1 moment. Okay, make sure that you share this out to your friends too. What is that? Okay. Yeah. I like this warm up. I don't like just jumping into the show. Having these 5 minutes, it really allows me to, get comfortable and you get comfortable. That's why I like to do, the first 5 minutes of intro, just kind of it's the cocktail hour. All right. Oh yeah. Hi Mom. Hi Dad. Hi Joey. I can't believe I forgot. Hey guys. All right, we have less than a minute. All right, it is time to start, guys. Let me turn this music off, or at least pause it, and turn the recorder on. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. We made it to another week. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish, y'all. I am Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I am the host of the show and the owner of NPL Consulting LLC. NPL Legal Dish is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. So that's what this show is. Now, the business that I run, NPL Consulting LLC, it's a business formation firm. And what that means is I help people like yourself, people who have aspirations to be business owners, who want to be their own boss, who trying to take that side hustle to a full-time hustle, and help you get all your paperwork together. So getting registered with the state, making sure you have EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, making sure you have appropriate contracts, making sure that you are implementing brand protection strategies, hiring employees properly. I help you do all of those tasks. If you are wondering why I'm qualified to help you do all of that, I'm so happy you asked. I am a licensed attorney, have been one for 14 years and counting, with a focus on business formation. Excuse me. I have helped multiple business owners and myself start many businesses, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I am very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of people have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to make it in business, there are just some concepts that you need to know. There's no way around it, okay? So if you would like to talk to me to see how we can work together to get, get that business idea that's in your head, to get it out on paper and make it real. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. That is the only link in my bio on Instagram, and it is all over my page on Facebook. That is where you can book a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client. It is also where you can download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you start your dream business in 7 days or less. That is also where you can pick up Business Startup Basics, my 4-part video training that gives you a crash course in entrepreneurship so you can hit these business streets running. It covers every aspect of business formation and, helps you figure out the best strategy for you in terms of getting all of those steps accomplished. All right. Also, for my ladies out there, June 26th and 27th, I want y'all to come join me digitally. I'm going to be a featured speaker at the Power of 3 Women's Virtual Summit. It is completely free for you to attend. All you have to do is go to the link in my bio, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, and reserve your spot, okay? And last but not least, this Wednesday, I need y'all's support. I'm going to be interviewed on Get Wealthy Wednesdays, the Instagram account Get Wealthy Wednesdays by IMF Brandon. I just know him as Brandon. We're going to be talking about the building blocks of entrepreneurship and intellectual property. Come support your girl. Let them know that my people, they come out and support. So please follow Get Wealthy Wednesdays, and I will be on at 7 p.m. Wednesday Eastern Standard Time, and then right after that, we're going to be going into the live show, okay? So come support me for that. But that is enough about me. Let's get back to the show. So how the show works, if you are new, or if you're watching the replay, it's your first time, I pull stories from the news, stories that you guys send to me, stories that I see on blog sites, and I pull the ones that I feel like have lessons that we can learn as business owners, and we talk about them. We have a discussion. So I want your opinions. I want your questions. I want your comments, as long as they are respectful, okay? Yes. So we are going to get started. I want you guys to make sure, comment. If you have a question, put it in the box. If you have a comment, put it in the box. This is your time to talk to me, all right? So we are going to get started. Yes, and I'm sure that the rest of y'all are going to trickle in later. I know, Mondays can be a lot, and it's okay. All right, so the first couple of stories that we're talking about, they are very small tidbits, just things that I wanted you guys to know. Has anybody watching, have you heard of a little store chain called CVS? If you've heard of CVS, type CVS in the comments for me. If you've heard of CVS. Everybody should be typing in CVS, because you can't go anywhere in America without finding a CVS. Except maybe New York. I feel like New York is more Dwayne Reed. But CVS is very common. If you know what CVS is, give me a CVS in the comments, okay? Here is why we're talking about CVS. So we know that everybody is running to CVS for, all types of supplies, pharmacy supplies, health supplies. That's where you go, get your soaps, your deodorants, your first aid kits, what else? Cards. Thank you, Margaret Massey. Well, CVS has filed a new trademark application. They are filing for the phrase "for your own good," okay? So don't be surprised if in the coming weeks or so you see some CVS commercials that have the phrase "for your own good" in them. That is going to be, or at least they're trying, CVS is trying to apply that to their brand. Thank you, Veronica, for the CVS. Also, to my Facebook friends, I want to remind you, there is a very long delay on Facebook, so it takes a minute for me to get your responses. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. However, if you do want to join in more real time, you can come join on Instagram at NPL Consulting Firm. You are free to stay on Facebook. Just know that there's going to be a little bit of a delay for me to get your responses, okay? All right, but back to this. So I just wanted to let y'all know that CVS is filing a new trademark application. They're going to have a new motto, a new catchphrase, a new slogan that is called "for your own good." Hello, Queen Demi, to you. All right. So look out for that in the coming weeks. If you see a commercial for CVS or like a advertisement that has "for your own good," take a picture of it and DM it to me. Okay. All right. So that was our first little tidbit. Our second tidbit How many of y'all have ever watched MTV? And how many of you remember when MTV actually played music? Yes, to my young friends who may watch this, at one point in time, MTV actually was a music channel. They played music videos, right? Now it's all, reality TV and stuff. Well, why are we talking about MTV? Actually, if y'all know what MTV is, if you remember when MTV played music, give me a music emoji, please. Yes, if you remember when MTV played music, give me a music emoji. Well, we know that MTV has decades and decades and decades of footage, right? And of course, MTV, they are a large organization. They are a big company. They dot their I's and they cross their T's. So they have copyrights, on all of their stuff. Even the stuff that they don't air anymore, old shows, old music videos, old interviews, things like that. They may not air it, but they still own it, right? Well, someone, we don't know who and we don't know how, but someone uploaded hundreds of, thank you for the music emoji, Ms. Key. Someone uploaded hundreds of old footage from MTV, shows, clips, things like that, onto a platform just for people to watch. They weren't charging anything. They just put everything out there. Now remember, MTV is not airing any of this stuff. It's just, it's just footage that's sitting in their vaults. And MTV, they said, excuse me, we have copyrights to that, and we didn't say you could put it on the internet, and they got it all taken down, right? Now, MTV has every right to take the works down because they own the copyrights, right? But I wanted to ask you guys' opinion on this. If you create something and it is a piece of art that was once in the world, so you have shown it to the world before, but you take it away and you're not using it, do you think that you as the owner have the right to keep it from the public if you've already given it to them before? Because MTV, they're not doing anything with this footage. Thank you, Veronica, for the music note. They're not doing anything with this footage. It's just sitting in their vaults, but they also don't want people putting it out there in the world. So do you think that makes sense? Now, you may have the right to do that because you do own the copyrights, because you do have the right to this, but these are videos. Hi, Jesus Princess 631. I don't know if that's Jesus Princess or Jesus Princess. Let me know. But yeah, if you have a work of art, something that you created that you put out in the world at one time and then you take it back, do you think you should have the right to take it back if you gave it to the world already? Right? So MTV has all of these old shows that they don't air anymore, all of these old videos that they don't air anymore, but they're just holding on to them. They're not doing anything with them. Do you think that even though they have the right, do you think that it makes sense for them to keep all this stuff in the vaults, right? Or should they share it? What do you think? Hi, Sincere39, how are you? Like, for me, it's hard for me to decide because I do believe in respecting people's rights. If I don't want you to see my work, that's my right. But then I also have to think, this is art that you once put out in the world before. So why don't you want the world to have access to it now, right? But that is just my question. But those were the two tidbits that I wanted to start off with before we get to the real meat. Hello, Flowered Hearth Bakery. Before we get to the real meat of our show tonight, which we are getting into right now. Thank you to everybody who's coming in. You are watching NPL Legal Dish, my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. All right. Okay. Yes. So we're moving on to our first meaty story of the night. Okay. How many of y'all, by a show of hands, if you were raised if you were raised in the church, give me a show of hands, all right? And while you do that, I'm going to tell you why I'm asking this. So I've told you guys, I was raised in the church. My father's an ordained minister. So I grew up hearing a lot of religious programs and televangelists and things like that. And our first, meaty story tonight has to do with a television who I actually have never heard of. So there's he's since passed. He is deceased. A reverend by the name of Eugene Scott. And this gentleman, Eugene Scott, he started the first 24-hour religious TV network. Okay, so think about TBN and Daystar networks like that. He started the first one. And along with his 24-hour religious TV network, hi, Luis Alejandro. Hi. Yes. So along with this religious TV network, this Reverend Eugene Scott, he also, you remember, you did, okay, yay, Veronica. Hey. Eugene Scott also recorded his sermons. So he had like hundreds of recordings of all his sermons, and he copyrighted these video recordings. So Eugene Scott was no slouch. He got all his paperwork together. Now, Eugene had a wife, or has a wife, who is now a widow named Melissa. And before Eugene passed, Eugene gave or bequeathed or willed his copyrights to his wife. So he basically said, hey, wife, all the rights that I have to all my videos, I'm giving them to you before I go. Okay? Now, along with this, Eugene had a license agreement with a distribution company. So he was getting royalties from these videos, right? So Melissa was still getting them checks. Okay? Here's the problem. And this is why I called this episode "The Devil is in the Copyright." There was another minister, whatever you want to call him, religious leader by the name of Patrick Robinson. Okay, Patrick Robinson wanted access to the recording so he could show his students. A lot of people who are trained in ministry, they teach classes, right? So this guy, Patrick Robinson, he has his class probably in seminary school, and he asked Melissa, hey, can I use your husband's recordings to show my class? And Melissa said no. And that was absolutely Melissa's right. Melissa is now the rightful owner of the copyrights, and she said no. So Patrick Robinson, he did not want to take no for an answer. He launched his own site, found the videos, and uploaded those videos to his own site because he said he wanted to stick it to the devil and get the legal ball rolling. So, this man of God, this ordained minister, after the rightful owner of the copyright said, hey, no, I don't want you to use my things, he took those things anyway and put them on his own website. And then and said he did it because he didn't want the devil to win, and he wanted to get, start the legal battle, because he knew the only way he was going to get access to these videos is if, he got a court order. So of course, Melissa, she went to a nice lawyer and said, hello, this man is, illegally broadcasting my deceased husband's videos, which he gave me the rights to. Patrick said, well, Reverend Scott abandoned his rights before he died. So this guy, Patrick Robinson, would not even recognize the fact that Melissa had been, given the rights to the sermons and the video recordings by her husband before he died. So they went to court, and the court said, sir, you are not above the law, and you are not sticking it to the devil. As a matter of fact, we're going to stick it to you. And he lost. So Melissa not only got the videos taken down, but she is also getting her attorney's fees because this man did not want to adhere to copyright law. Why did I pick this case? I'm going to tell you something. Why I picked this case is to let you know that no one is above intellectual property, regardless of the reason why you want to share something or, the benefit to other people. If someone has a legal claim of a copyright or a trademark, if they have protected their intellectual property, you do not have the right to use their stuff without their permission for any reason. Do we understand? Okay? Don't get caught up. It's not a matter of being, the moral high ground. This is like when Joe Exotic ripped off Carol Baskin's website picture and everything when he was promoting the Big Cat Reserve. There's really no difference here. You didn't have the right to use it and you took it anyway. So Patrick Robinson has to pay Melissa Scott, the widow of Eugene Scott. He has to pay her attorney's fees for making her waste her time to go to court. So, what do you guys think about this ruling? Do you think that it was enough? Do you think that the widow should have let it go because it's a religious sermon? Do you think that this was the right decision in this case? What do you guys think about it? And I know that Facebook is going to take a little bit of time, so I'm going to give you a minute or so to get your answers in. But you have to remember that that rights, even though you cannot touch them, they can be transferred over. I can buy a copyright from someone. I can buy a trademark. I can also will it to someone. If I have, rights to something and they are transferable, what's called transferable, I can write in my will, I am giving so-and-so my rights to this thing. And that is exactly what Eugene did. He did the appropriate thing. He gave his rights to someone who he trusted, who he wanted to have them, and he had his rights in order. So it was not a big deal for Melissa to go to the court because her deceased husband had his paperwork in order. They had the will saying that she got the rights. Patrick Robinson, what are you doing? Anyway, but yes, so Melissa Scott, she has prevailed, and I guess the devil, depending on whose side you are on, the devil either won or lost. Okay? All right. So just a quick break to remind people, hello, everybody who's come in. You are watching MTL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis, host of the show and the owner of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. If you need help getting your dream business off the ground, go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and book yourself a free 15-minute consultation so we can see how we can get your business life together, okay? All right, so let's move on to our next story. Does anybody watching have one of those home voice devices like Alexa? Does anybody have an Alexa or like a Google Nest? If you have an Alexa or anything like an Alexa in your home, give me a 1, okay? And particularly those of you who have Alexas, this may affect you. So, we all know that when you buy a piece of technology, Margaret Massey said it was right and legal. The husband protected her. Pat Robinson thought he was above the law. Absolutely, Margaret. Okay. Sincere, you have an Alexa? Or you have a Google Nest? Okay. Well, this is a story that may affect our Alexa users. So we all know, not me. You don't trust the Margaret? Girl, me neither. I am not getting one of those things in my home. I don't want nobody listening to me. I've seen the horror stories. Sincere 39, you brave. But yes. So Amazon, we know they have Amazon Alexa. It's a system that, you can turn lights on and play music and do all this stuff. I don't know. Whatever. People like it. I don't get it. And we all know whenever you get a piece of technology, there's always like a support line in case you have trouble, installing or getting it to work. It was a gift. Okay. You still braver than me, sir. All right. Right. So, Amazon, as they were selling their Alexas, you just use it for music. Okay. Amazon, as they're selling their Alexas, they have a program, a free program for them to, the Amazon support program, so that if you're having trouble installing your Alexa, they can help you. They have filed a trademark infringement suit against 2 companies. One is called RoboJap, which is based in Washington State, and the other one is called Quadic Software that is based in India. And these companies have are related to each other. We don't know exactly how, but they do have interests in common, okay? RoboJap and Quadic Software are being sued for trademark infringement because they used Amazon's trademarks and symbols to trick Alexa buyers into using their support system and then offering services and charging hundreds of dollars for something that they could have gotten for free. So basically, RoboJap and Quadic, probably through ads, pop-up ads, they're like, oh, we're going to help you set up your Alexa. You set it up through their program. There's a problem. You have to call their service line. And then they're like, oh, well, you can sign up for this program and we can fix it. Or you can sign up for that program and we can fix it. And making racks of money off of people. So Amazon filed a trademark lawsuit against RoboJap and Quadic because the way that they were getting customers was because people were seeing the Amazon name and the Amazon trademark. This is why it is important for you to protect your brand out in the marketplace. When somebody takes your trademark, when they take your logo, when they take your business name, when they take your slogan, what they're saying is, I am connected to this business, or I am this business. RoboJap and Quadic Software have absolutely nothing to do with Amazon. But because people were seeing the Amazon trademark, the Amazon name, there is a lot of faith that people put into those trademarks, and they don't really think about it. They don't give it a second thought. They're like, oh, the trademark is up there. It must be real. So that's why it is important for you to be vigilant and protect your name out here, because this company is out here robbing people of money because they use the trademark to lure them away from the actual support program that is 100% free on Amazon. So good job to Amazon for, protecting their name out here in these business streets. The websites for RoboJap and Quadic Software have already come down. The article that I read, they tried to reach out to the people who run the businesses. No one is getting back to them. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, they were just out here scamming and they got caught. And this is just a warning to y'all out there who want to use other people's names. And those of you, and maybe you're not doing it maliciously. My crafter friends out here, those of you who are using Louis Vuitton and Chanel and Gucci and making these, fake high-end custom items. You don't want to be on the end of a trademark infringement lawsuit from one of these companies because they want all their money and they want it now. And it's not going to be a small amount, okay? So this is just a cautionary tale to y'all that nobody is above the law, okay? So make sure that you are not infringing on anybody's trademark, okay? So for my, so if y'all know anybody out there who has an Alexa, yes, Margaret, absolutely illegal. If you know anybody out there who has an Alexa, let them know. People out there trying to trick you, okay? Read the fine print. Where are we at? What time? Oh, wow. Time is flying. We only have 5 more minutes. Okay, so we are going to dive into this last story because I really want to get it done. Because I asked a question about it in my stories. Has anybody here heard of Club Penguin? If you have heard of Club Penguin, please put a penguin emoji in the comments. Club Penguin, it was kind of like, it's like this, like a social network for kids. It was aimed at kids ages like 6 to 14. It's kind of like a kiddie's Fortnite. You could play games in there. You had to have a membership. Since you don't know what Club Penguin is. It was like a kid's social network where they could play games, okay? And it was purchased by Disney in 2007, all right? And then it was shut down in 2017 because there were just less and less people. Even on Fabric, it said for personal use only. That's right, Margaret. Even on Fabric, it says for personal use only. Yes. So going back to this Club Penguin. Disney bought Club Penguin, the kids' social network. Nobody was using it, so they shut it down in 2017, right? Then all of a sudden, all of these unlicensed versions of Club Penguin started popping up, including one called Club Penguin Online. Now, keep in mind, Club Penguin, when it was at its peak, it had about 8 million users, okay? And about 8 million users, but the users kept dwindling, and Disney was like, it doesn't make sense for us to keep this, social network around because nobody's really using it. We don't have new people coming in, and even the people who are here are leaving. So they shut it down, and I guess people who missed Club Penguin, they made their own Club Penguin websites and, unlicensed versions. Remember when we talked about that game the other day? The Nintendo game, and they made an unlicensed version. This is what was happening with Club Penguin. The problem is, because there were no real safeguards on these unlicensed versions, there was a lot of creepy stuff happening on there. There was a lot of anti-Semitic and racist content. One of the organizers of one of these unlicensed rivals, which we're talking about today, there was something called Club Penguin Online. The man who ran it apparently has been accused of possessing child pornography. And in that vein, Disney has used their trademarks and their owning of the Club Penguin trademark to shut down this Club Penguin Online. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have a brand, it is up to you to protect your reputation. You know that Disney is about the kids. Their whole market is children. So it is not in their benefit to let anything that possibly has a connection with them to go by the wayside. That is why Disney is so strict about their trademarks and how you use their things. They are a company that deals with children. Hello, TB Moore. They do not want any bad press. So the fact that you have these unlicensed versions of a company that Disney bought, and there is possible racist, anti-Semitic content and child pornography charges, Disney is not having that. So Disney has filed and gotten this website taken down. It is no longer around. So I asked y'all if you knew about Club Penguin. Nobody in my stories knew. I don't know where I had never heard of Club Penguin prior to the story. But due to Disney's having their trademarks in order and them being vigilant watchdogs over their brand, they have gotten this potentially dangerous website off the internet. So kudos to Disney. And this is why I said Disney don't play. Don't try them, because they will get you, I will say 100% of the time. Disney is not out here playing with you people, okay? But yes, so, all right. So those are the stories that I had for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed all of those stories, and we will be back tomorrow for more. But before we end, I wanted to remind you guys that I am going to be interviewed this Wednesday on Get Wealthy Wednesdays. Please follow the Instagram account Get Wealthy Wednesdays. They're going to be interviewing me about the building blocks of entrepreneurship and intellectual property. As well, make sure you go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm and check out everything your girl is doing. We are going to be back here tomorrow evening for more stories. I didn't even get to all the stories that I have tonight. Gamers, I have a story for you tomorrow. My soccer fans, I have a story for you tomorrow. So make sure. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Margaret. Hi, Von Chic girl. We're about to end. You're going to have to watch the replay, okay? But yes, we're going to be back here tomorrow at 8 o'clock with more stories. As always, if you guys find anything that you would like me to talk about, please send it to me. I would love to hear from you. I love when you guys send me stories. Take care of yourselves. Have a good night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.